Dine and Dash with Manitoba pork. Well, it wasn't a truckload of wine exactly, but you know, he was busy. He's got some beverage pairings for us. Aaron Alblas, Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries, will be back to you in a sec. Susan Reese, Manitoba pork, walk us through these fabulous recipes one more time.
Okay, we started off with our farmer sausage skillet supper. Lots of color, flavor, texture in this dish from the vegetables, the smoky sausage. Serve it over rice to mop up that delicious sauce. Then we moved over to the grill. We made some orange glazed pork satay, lots of citrus in here, sweetness, a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit of heat. Combine that with the char on there from the grill, just amazing. And then we finished off with our Mexicali pork soup. Again, fantastic flavors in this dish, super quick and easy to make. A lot of canned goods, a little bit of a spice in there, and of course the good flavor from our ground pork.
The recipes for this show and the complete series of Great Tastes are available on the GreatTastesMB.ca website. And one recipe from today's show will be in the classified section of the Winnipeg Free Press.
All right, so Susan and I were kind of having a little fight over this one glass in particular, but what have you decided to do here tonight, Aaron?
All right, so we kicked off the show, we were talking about how when you're pairing wine with food, there's a lot of approaches, a lot of stigma, there's a lot of recommendations out there. What I chose to do with Susan's dishes, she has a lot of variety. So we have here represented a red wine, a white wine, and a rosé, slightly sparkling wine, which has been catching all the attention. So I didn't quite bring a truckload of wine like Des was saying, but I brought a boatload because all of these wines are from an island in Lake Erie called Pelee Island. Cool. So these are VQA certified 100% Canadian wines. And when we are pairing these with the dishes Susan made, we're really going for complementary flavor, but also texture. And what I mean by that is with your first dish, you had peppers, you had asparagus, you had sausage, a lot of flavors. Asparagus is actually notoriously tough to pair with. And normally with pork, you wouldn't necessarily think of a red wine, but we've gone with the Pelee Island Cabernet Franc. Cabernet Franc, it might remind you of Cabernet Sauvignon in the name, and it should as well in the flavor. Not quite as heavy, which makes it nice for this dish, and it has a little bit of a bell pepper note, which just segues nice with what you put together.
Wow.
With the second dish, with the satay, it's simple, but it's flavorful. That's what rosé wine is. Rosé wine has a reputation of being sweet. This isn't sweet, this is off dry. What's really nice about it, you have a lot of flavor presented in an elegant way. As well, we've got this wonderful rosé that will please the palate, pair well with the food, and it has a little bit of a frizzante carbonation going on, which will be nice with kind of that orange element of your dish.
And it's kind of the perfect glass for it too. Like, you've really outdone yourself on that one. So
yeah,
pretty.
definitely.
Yeah.
Lastly, what we have with the Mexicali soup. Soup is tough to pair with. We're going texture. So we have a Gewürztraminer. What that means is a lot of flavor. It is a grape varietal. It's a white varietal, but you're gonna get a lot of aroma, a lot of flavor. It's off dry again, not a lot of acidity. Soup being textural, you want wine that's gonna have a similar body. That's what we've done here today.
All right, fantastic. He always knows what to do. We may have him back next week.
We'll see. Wine.
Anyway, we hope you'll join us again next week. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. GreatTastesMB.ca. Visit us there, and you'll find all of tonight's recipes. And join us again next Saturday. Great Tastes of Manitoba. We'll see you then.
Great Tastes of Manitoba is presented by Manitoba Liquor Mart. Great Tastes is brought to you by GreatTastesMB.ca. Local farms, local foods. Great Taste is sponsored by the Government of Canada and Manitoba Agriculture through the Canadian Agricultural Partnership. Great Taste is produced in cooperation with participating Manitoba Commodities, Manitoba Agriculture, and Manitoba Liquor Mart. Promotional consideration is provided by the Winnipeg Free Press. We're there for you. Des Daniels wardrobe provided by Loca Boutique. Great Taste is produced by Frank Digital.